Arg! Ahoy there, matey! Welcome aboard the world of boating.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
I was just looking into buying a boat of my own.
Call World of Boating toll-free now at 1-8888-28-BOAT. That's 1-888-828-BOAT.
And welcome. This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate. Captain Patrick Berry, the boater, rounding out the crew as we navigate the latest boating news and information. And we got a lot of stuff to navigate through today. And just to remind you about, today is the official opening of lobster season in Florida. You know, last week we were talking about mini season, the recreational 2-day season that Barry and myself take advantage of. But today, the regular season is open for everyone. So the commercial lobstermen are out there, the divers are out there. Keep your head on a swivel when you're out boating in Florida waters, because you might see a few more dive flags this weekend than typically than you would notice. Patrick, what do you think?
I think you forgot that this day is the most important opening ever is of your chest.
That's right.
Oh, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
That's enough. 6 years ago today, I got an upgraded heart. Yeah, I had open heart surgery
They put a pig
years
valve
ago.
on it.
A pig valve, some people think it was a monkey heart because I have this weird habit or after effect of wanting, when I get agitated, I want to throw my poo at people. So
Yeah.
Barry's been the victim of such activities every now
I
and
run
then.
very fast.
It could have been
No, he-
alcohol influenced, or it could be a monkey heart. I don't know. But
He had
there
that
you go.
weird thing afterwards where he was trying to raise sea monkeys for some reason.
Right.
Well, that
Barry,
was the closest thing to parroting he
that
had at
that
moment.
may have been why I was agitated at Barry, because he was the one who sent me the sea monkeys, and in return, I threw my poo at him. But it is what it is. But yeah, 6 years going strong. Takes a licking, keeps on ticking.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
So
All right.
congratulations to me. I made it this far. So feeling good, ready to boat, ready to dive
what-
for more lobster.
And what was the
all
first thing Greg ate after he came out of surgery? Bacon.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Duh.
No part of that pig went unwasted, Greg.
Well,
Now
once
I don't
again,
feel good.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
maybe it was pig. I don't know. Because monkey bacon doesn't sound very appetizing at
Ew.
all. Yeah.
Ew.
So anyway, I'll celebrate later. We'll focus on boating for now, and the fact that we've been feasting on lobster this week too. So it's been a good week, and I already ate mine up. Did you eat all your lobster up there, Barry?
Oh yeah, we made a lobster with pasta and
Yeah.
Alfredo sauce. And it's
Lobster
fun.
Alfredo, you did, huh?
Lobster Alfredo was fantastic.
So you got to
We're
go
gonna do that one
restock
again.
the freezer now, and
Yep.
go out today after the show. Maybe snag some more lobsters.
Nah, not on the weekends. No, weekdays. That way I can just go out there and hunt
Yeah.
them all for myself.
Well, they're going to try to clean them up this weekend, but now the recreational divers have to compete with the lobstermen in their traps. So in theory, your odds are not quite as good starting
No.
today, but it'll still be
Nah,
pretty good.
You don't see many traps up in this area. You would in the Keys,
Hmm.
but I don't even know. Are you allowed to recreationally hunt lobster in the same area they drop these traps? I don't know.
Yeah, of course you are. You're just not allowed to touch the traps.
No,
or,
I wouldn't
bother
touch
with
the
them.
traps.
Yeah.
No.
What recreationally hunt should never be put together 2 words ever, Barry.
Okay.
I expect better from you.
All right. Well, they also opened up hunting pythons this week. So.
That's true. So, if you don't want to go diving, go find yourself a snake. And
No, they don't
Big
let
ol'
you have
snake.
any tools. They don't let you have any tools to hunt these. You have to wrestle them.
is that it? Well, what do they shoot them or loop them?
No,
or what
you
do they
can't
do?
shoot them. That's the whole point.
Oh, you got to catch them
I was
live
wi-
with
yeah,
barehanded?
I was willing to go there if I had a shotgun, but no, you can't do it. You got to do it humanely. And I said, well, how do you get them? He says, you got to wrestle them in there or something.
That or you use one of those loop nooses on a pole. I think is if you can get around its
A
head.
looper? Okay. Well, actually, we use loopers to catch lobster. We could probably use the same device.
To make it fair, the state of Florida requires that you also do it naked.
Ah, well, bonus.
They want to give the pythons a fair shot.
And what exactly?
Killing you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, you could take your boat out in some of the Florida Springs or out there in the Everglades. That'd be a pretty good hunting platform for pythons this weekend. That'd be a fun boating activity, wouldn't it, Barry? You got the perfect boat for that.
Oh, well, I may have the perfect boat, but no, I'm not. These things 18 feet long.
Well, yeah, but your boat is 17. So
yeah, I know, but they're bigger than my boat. Forget that.
How many species are there in Florida? I mean, think about it. This state is really messed up.
What do you mean?
All the critters that could kill you. I mean, you've got alligators, you've got crocodiles, you've got these huge pythons.
Yeah.
You've got sharks, you've got barracuda, you got those whatever it is that jump out of the rivers in Florida, those steelhead whatever that bust through windshields. You've got jellyfish, you got stingrays.
Well, we're going after Australia.
You got people from Alabama.
That's a whole different story.
And that's just held to the panhandle.
Right. Yeah. Well, we could always be Australia. So they're always going to be.
We're not Australia. We're New Zealand. New Zealand is worse.
New Zealand is worse than Australia as far as things that can kill you?
Oh, yeah. New Zealand is whacked, man.
Huh. That's right. They got those Lord of the Rings, those elves and things.
What? No, they have box jellyfish, but
they got tree crabs.
I thought that was all Australia.
No, Australia's got stuff that'll kill you, but New Zealand is really, really. It's like came from another dimension type stuff.
Okay, well, see, but we're not even close to that in Florida. We're wannabes when it comes to the stuff that'll kill you. So we're still way down the totem pole when it comes to that stuff. We got a lot more stuff to cultivate here in the Everglades, and God knows what else before we reach that tier of terror. So I don't know. Go ahead and catch yourself a snake if you're so inclined, and use your boat as a platform to do so. That'd just be another boating activity that you probably didn't think about until you heard it here on the World of Boating. You're welcome, and we apologize. Next.
Really, there's a new product out there.
Yeah.
That I'm aware of. It's made by our friends at Seakeeper, and we love Seakeeper.
We do.
And we love their innovation and stuff. This system is now available on the Sportsman brand of boats, which are largely center consoles, outboard. And this Seakeeper ride system, which is known as the Vessel Attitude Control System, or VAX.
All right. Just for people who don't remember, they make those gyro things you put in the center of a bigger boat that kind of keep the boat from rocking quite as much.
Not necessarily in the center.
Well, but it's a big device they put in, and you use gyro technology like you'd use from a Segway to kind of keep your boat from rocking as much.
They're not that big anymore. They're making them smaller and smaller. I mean, they've got 12-volt systems to go into much, much smaller boats, much more compact units. And now they've got this Vessel Attitude Control System, or VAX, which kind of look like two trim tabs mounted to the transom of the boat. And they don't extend all the way down like you. There's no hydraulic ram that extends them down like you would expect, like with a traditional, say, Bennett trim tab system or something like that.
Yeah.
But the ends of these tabs move independently of one another to control pitch and roll on the boat. Barry took a closer look at these. Barry, what do you think?
I think they're pretty cool. I think they work similar to the control systems or surfaces on an aircraft, and they're going to make for these smaller boats that hit some waves, a little bit less roll in them and a little bit pitching up and down.
It counters the wave action, just like in an airplane, you'd use the ailerons to kind of smooth out the air. It kind of does that underwater. Is that what you're saying, Barry?
Yeah.
And it's without the pod that they created. So it's a new system from Seakeepers. We'll talk more about it next, right here on the World of Boating.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network.
Hosting a radio show about scuba diving and boating is one of the best gigs on the planet. It's actually part of my job to check out and report on cool new products I personally use to enhance my diving and boating adventures. However, I do believe in sharing the joy, and this is why we've added Nanook protective hard cases to our list of products you can now purchase on the merchandise page at scubaradio.com. Nanook cases are designed to protect the most sensitive equipment in the harshest environments. Underwater photographers, listen up. From their high-impact NK7 resin to their exclusive Power Claw latches, Nanook has raised the bar for those of you that demand the best protection for your gear. Plus, Nanook protective cases cost less than similar products currently on the market. The company has been around for over 15 years, but it's new to the U.S., so we've made a small number of Nanook cases available exclusively for you at a special introductory price on the merchandise page at scubaradio.com. Go there now and check out Nanook, the evolution of protection.
Be an explorer in the other two-thirds of your world. Be the buddy who takes the kids in the aquarium instead of just to it. Be adventurous. Be amazed. Be a diver.
Even Keatley wasn't ready for me, or anything that followed. Chased by a police department, led by his ex-girlfriend, and hunted by brain fork-wielding Fijian assassins, it's everything he can do to keep from getting locked up, killed, or worse. Kava Screw is available as an ebook for $2.99 at Amazon.com. Kava Screw. Put a brain fork in him. He's done.
You have successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating.
I do like the water.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
The sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
Oh, look at this. So much fun, you'll ship your pants.
You'll ship your pants, bro! We'll be singing and dancing. Singing and dancing. Singing and dancing. Singing and dancing. When that great, great ship comes in. Ship comes in.
This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate. That's me, along with Captain Patrick and Barry, the boater, rounding out the crew. All right, so Captain Crunch is back in the news. We're going to get to that in just a bit. But before we do, we got to follow up on this story from Seakeeper. They got a new system. Patrick was telling us about that. They've been known for these pod type things you put in your boat. They uses gyro technology to keep your boat from rocking and getting seasick. And now they have a new system. It's a little bit more modular or easier to install. Barry, what do you think?
Well, no, it may be easier. It's better for smaller boats, but there's one big difference. The gyroscope will work while you're sitting still.
Got it.
So it'll keep the boat from rolling. This boat needs to be moving in order for this to work. So it's really reducing the roll that you may have in seas that are a little rough, or the pitch of pitching up and down.
Mm-hmm.
But I was looking through the FAQs, and I don't know why they put this one in there, but one of the questions was, does it work?
Okay.
And I go,
yes.
Okay.
And next
yeah,
question.
they went through next question. and they said it'll make you yell, holy, and I'll just say ship.
Okay.
When you try it for the first time.
Right.
It does decrease the efficiency. Anything that's mounted to your transom that creates drag will slow you down a little bit, but they're saying that the reduction in the wave action and the way the boat moves is worth the slight the slight reduction in efficiency of the boat in the water.
Yeah, Patrick,
I wouldn't see where you're going to have a reduction in efficiency. Basically, and it does, when you're at static in neutral and you're going to get up on plane, it does automatically compensate. So it does help get the bow down quicker automatically, like trim tabs would do. Most commonly, trim tabs, you're going to have a manual control. There are some that are auto tabs, and then you factor in automatic trim control on outboards or stern drives. And here's my thing, because I have a thing.
Okay.
It's taking all the fun out of boating.
What, you want to be able to see people spew all over your deck?
No, I have said this on air before, and I will continue to say it. I want to drive the boat. I like driving the boat. I like trim tab controls that are manual and not automatic. I want to do it. I enjoy that aspect of boating. I like feeling the pitch and roll of the boat. I don't understand people who want to get into boating and go out on a boat and make sure that the boat, that they feel like they're not on a boat. It's the whole idea behind boating is to get out there and enjoy that part of it. You know, stop taking that. I mean, this is a great product for sure. If for nothing else, helping the boat get on plane quicker. But I feel like it's a product that was it really needed. And maybe
yes,
so
it was.
because you can put it all the way down onto like 19.5-foot boats. Now, bear in mind, if you have this, you're not going to have trim tabs.
Well,
You know, you're not going to have any room on the transom to mount trim tabs. And this, if you're not happy with this performance, the way that it helps the boat get up on plane or anything like that. And this should, like you would do with manual control trim tabs or auto tabs, where the boat starts, you start to get a wind on the port or starboard beam, and it's going to automatically correct for you. I like doing that. Otherwise, what's the point? At that point, I'm just a passenger. I don't want to be a passenger.
well, look, you know,
I
when
want to
you're
drive the boat.
when you're the captain, when you're driving the boat, you have less chance to get sick. It's like driving a car. But the passengers, if it's rocky, forget about it. It's not a comfortable situation for your
That's what
for
they
your
made
crew.
Dramamine for. It's much cheaper.
No drugs. No drug. What about it sounds like a simpler system too than what they've made in the past. So is it more economical as well, Patrick, or do we know?
I'm going to say that, it's going to be more economical. The big gyro stabilizers, the Seakeeper 3s, or even down to those 12-volt systems,
right?
They can get pretty pricey, and the way that they have to be mounted in the boat, in the stringers, on top of aluminum plates that are tapped into, and then bolted basically to the stringer grid of the boat, because again, those gyros they're moving.
Right.
They got to be held secure. This is a little different. I like it. I just question the need for it. And I know out there are some of our listeners, they're purists like I am, and they like that, it's nice to have, autopilot and that on your boat. But again, I like driving the boat. Otherwise, I'm just standing watch, and I don't want to stand watch.
Well, turn it
I
off.
want to drive the boat. That's what I do.
Get the feature and turn it off, and when you need it, because your passengers are complaining, turn it on.
Yeah, because you're going to have people that just don't have sea legs. They get sick real easy.
Then you're not going on my boat.
I know 3 of them that were green a couple of weeks ago on a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them was his nickname was the Chunkster, and then there was a Blowfish, and then what was the other one, Barry?
He just sat there pale.
Pukey.
Pale face.
Pukey. That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Pukey. There you, by the way, would you combine those systems, or would that
No,
no,
I don't think
you never
so,
would
no.
put the gyro system and
No.
that on? Okay.
No, because again, probably more for boats that maybe they don't have space under the cockpit sole
Right.
for the gyro stabilizer, and this is a way to do it and create that stabilization that you may be looking for. We did run I'm going to call it an unofficial poll on our Facebook page, which if you haven't checked us out, check us out and like us at World of Boating on Facebook or at worldofboating.com. So the question was...
To puke or not to puke?
No.
That is the question.
In regard to stabilization systems, A, to heck with stabilization, let it rock, let it roll. Or B, more stabilization. When I'm on a boat, I want to feel like I am not on a boat.
You loaded that question terribly.
No, I did not.
I want to feel like I'm not on a boat. How about stabilize so you feel less motion sickness, or unstabilized so you feel the full brunt
to
of
puke or not to puke?
puke or not
That
to
is the
puke.
question.
Well, just so you know, the poll at this point was split. Equal amount for A, equal amount for B. And to Rob's comment, that reinforces what you guys said. Keep some of the passengers from throwing up.
Right.
Especially the one that allowed you.
Although Jeff said A because I can't afford B.
Clean up on aisle. Yeah.
So again, it's a great product. I mean, the industry continues to grow and innovate. This is really neat, and I don't want to take anything away from Seakeeper. Again, they build a great product. I have my own personal views when it comes to boating. Again, as everybody that has listened to the show is well aware, I like to drive the boat. I like to control the boat. If the boat is set up with automatic trim control, I turn it off. I don't want the stern drives or the out drives trimming up automatically.
Look, if this boat's a rockin', Captain Patrick's at the helm. That's
right.
That's one way to look at it. All right, more coming up. Stay close to the world of boating.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network.
Traffic sucks, unless you're scuba diving with Mike Scott.
Mike glanced down at his dive computer. It showed less than 50 psi left in his tank. Probably just a few more breaths.
Or riding shotgun in a thrilling car chase.
One bullet hit the Jeep's windshield, spiderwebbing the passenger side. Mike shifted into second gear and felt the Jeep leap forward. This just got serious.
Escape your commute with audiobooks from author Eric Douglas. Download to your phone. Go to booksbyeric.com or audible.com.
Do you have a message or product you need to share with the boating world? Well, look no further than the World of Boating radio show. Just like you, thousands of boating enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to worldofboating.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating.
I do like the water.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
The sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
You can't have 5 people or 10 people in a boat.
So if it is a family of 4 or 5, like husband, wife, and kids, they're going to have to pick 2 of them at a time.
They would, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Greaseball, where did you get the right to tell me how many people can come on my boat? Nobody asked that question. Whoa, really? It's on the boat or on the dock? Nobody said anything.
Sweetly sailing, darling, sweetly sailing by the sea, silver caps the ocean, we'll be sailing free.
This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate. Captain Patrick Barry, the boater, rounding out the crew. Okay, so we got a story about sailboats you're going to be on the lookout for here pretty soon. But first, we got to talk about Captain Crunch. He's back in the boating news and information coverage that we have on deck today. And, we grew up with Captain Crunch, ate it. Probably one of the reasons why I had open heart surgery 6 years ago today. But that's a whole different show. But why is Captain Crunch in the news, Patrick?
Well, it turns out, and I don't know how we missed this story last year, probably because I ignored it. Last summer, fans of Captain Crunch cereal were offered a once-in-a-lifetime experience with the opportunity to stay on the captain's houseboat, the captain's quarters. Now, the captain is back with a different boat and a different adventure. He wants to help with your commute. On Wednesday, Captain Crunch announced the Captain's Commute, an actual commuter water taxi that's been transformed into the captain's very own SS Guppy.
Huh. And where is this? We don't know.
New
Do you
York.
got to buy a box of cereal and get the special surprise code inside?
It's up in New York.
It's up in New York. Okay.
So according to Captain Crunch brand, the ferry will set sail August 9th through August 11th between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. in New York City. Passengers will get to enjoy music from a local DJ while on board, as well as photo opportunities, games, Good Life coffee, Captain Crunch products, and more, all complimentary.
How about that? So you get on this new Captain Crunch boat around New York City, eat some Captain Crunch. It probably doesn't have one of those Seakeeper devices on board, so you might spew that out to the fish. Captain Crunch, by the way, great fish food. Probably not good for the fish, but they like to eat it. I just know that.
Pack them full of crunch berries and milk and put them on the water,
Oh,
buddy.
bonus. Or that peanut butter Captain Crunch. That's the one I used to eat.
Yeah, down here in Fort Lauderdale, we have these boat taxis that go up and down the Intracoastal. These would be perfect for it.
Okay, so you're saying you'd like Captain Crunch to come down to your neck of the woods? So you
Absolutely.
get the bonus of having Captain Crunch snacks while you're ferrying around the intercoastals.
Yep. So,
All right.
Pre-registered seats for the ferry have already been filled. There will be limited walk-up availability.
Yeah.
The ferry will make stops at 5 ports around Manhattan and Brooklyn, Pier 11 at Wall Street, Pier 16 at South Street, East 34th Street in Manhattan, North Williamsburg, and Battery Park.
So are they going to have the captain dressed up? Are they going to have Captain Crunch at the helm of that ferry?
Yeah, I would imagine that they'll have.
That's the photo opportunity that they're throwing, that they're promoting.
Some poor schlub is going to have to dress up like Captain Crunch
in 90-degree weather.
Yeah,
and pose for pictures while people are throwing up on them. You know,
They should have had a Seakeeper on that one.
Yeah, that is the worst when you have to dress up, as one of those big, helmets like you'd see at Disney. Those characters. I did that back in the day.
Yeah. Now, if you are if you're a hardcore fan of Captain Crunch,
and who isn't? Right.
The Captain Crunch brand has partnered with American modern pop artist Chad Cantcolor. Sure, that's his name.
Okay.
To develop a capsule.
Wait a minute, hold on. He's an artist, and his last name is Cantcolor, or did you just make that up?
I did not make it up.
Jeez,
that's what
I love
said.
that.
That's
marketing genius.
I'm sure he probably announces it something like Cantcolor, some weird, but it's Cantcolor.
Okay.
That's Cantcolor.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
I think he's Captain Crunch's sidekick on the side of the box, maybe. But anyway,
And
so he's the
first of
artist,
all-
and what's he doing?
All right, so he's developed a capsule. I don't know that includes a pair of custom painted sneakers,
Oh, yeah.
T-shirt, bucket hat, and a bandana with designs that give the iconic Captain Crunch and his crew a modern pop twist. For a chance to win the limited edition Captain's Commuter Capsule, Crunch fans who follow at Real Captain Crunch on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram can enter the sweepstakes by replying to the sweepstakes post with the required hashtag Captain Crunch Commute Sweepstakes.
Okay,
between
wait a
August
minute.
3rd and August 11th.
If I heard this right, you said there's actual Captain Crunch shoes that you can buy, like
No,
tennis
you
shoes?
can't buy. They have
You can only
made
win
a
these.
Yes, a pair of custom painted sneakers, T-shirt, bucket hat, and a bandana with designs that give the iconic Captain Crunch and his crew a modern pop twist.
I believe.
Look on the screen.
Yeah, look it
on the
up. I
screen.
believe
There it
that's
is.
a sign of the apocalypse right there, too.
I'm pretty sure that this is end days.
And
right here.
Barry has already entered.
I like the hat.
Yeah, it's your classic fisherman hat with Captain Crunch right there. Yeah, I like it, kind of.
Stop destroying my youth.
So-
Stop it.
So if you've ever wanted to be a nerd, here's the quickest way possible. But hey, I love the cereal, so I guess I can't knock it. Yeah, I can.
Somehow I imagine Greg flying all the way up to New York City just to get on this ferry.
I want to meet the artist, Cantcolor.
Chad Cantcolor.
They can't color.
That's hilarious.
That's fantastic.
All right. Well, hey, you know,
they have an ocean blue artificially made maple syrup for Captain Crunch.
well, yeah, everything's artificial.
It is blue maple syrup.
Okay.
Yeah, that's healthy for you.
Right.
That sounds
God
good.
almighty.
I gotta try that.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, our generation grew up on this stuff, and look at us.
I know we're in trouble.
Now look at you.
Yeah. All right. So another story we have on the docket does involve sailboats without captains at all. No Captain Crunch, no person, no live being. Sailing drones. The Coast Guard has commissioned these for, let's see, what lake was it? They're going to use it to, was it Lake Mead? No, to monitor fish stocks.
Greg,
what?
Calm down, relax. I know you're excited. You're all amped up on Captain Crunch pure sugar right now.
Yeah, hello.
All right. Let me do what I do best, which is ignore you.
Okay.
So these sail drones, beginning August 8th, only two uncrewed surface vehicles called sail drones will be released in Lake
Superior.
To do what?
Monitor fish stocks.
That's right.
But they have no people. Nobody's on. These are like floating.
That's what they mean by unmanned.
Right. This worries me.
Why?
Because now we got to we have enough navigational hazards. Now we got a boat we have to look out for.
You should be looking out for boats anyway when you're out on Lake Superior.
Right, but you usually
don't you remember what happened to Edmund Fitzgerald?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if you see the boat in the distance and you radio to them, like, what's it going to come back? This is how 2000. I can't come to the radio right now. I mean, what?
Greg, if you spot a vessel, okay, and you're doing what you should be, and you're maintaining a watch, and you spot a vessel, and you go and try to make radio communication with that vessel, and it does not respond, what should you do?
Avoid it.
Right.
Put it down.
Because it's a ghost ship. It's possessed by the devil or.
The artificial intelligence, they're coming to hunt down boaters.
See? That's the warning right there. I mean, it's just another sign of the apocalypse. That and Captain Crunch, it's a combo thing.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network. Successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating.
I do like the water.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
The sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
You guys, where's Haley? She is on a boat in the marina, putting you in her rear view mirror.
This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate, Captain Patrick Barry, the boater, rounding out the crew as we celebrate Captain Crunch. All during the commercial break, all Barry was doing was looking up different varieties of Captain Crunch cereal. I don't know if all this chatter just made him hungry or what is it exactly, Barry? Do you care to explain the show?
There's more than Captain Crunch now.
What do you mean?
There's they have a chocolate caramel crunch. They have churro bites.
Oh, come on.
Snack puddings. They had the blue maple syrup.
Okay.
They have a pancake mix. Very-tastic pancake mix.
So the whole idea is just to get the next generation set up for a lifetime of diabetes.
It's possible.
Okay.
Look, you had your two main types of Captain Crunch. Just like with Barry and I were reminiscing during the break. The other iconic cereals, you had Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Boo Berry.
Right.
That was it. Don't mess with it. And you had Lucky Charms.
They're magically delicious.
They are.
Okay. All right. So,
so
if you're a boater, though, out of all of those, you would eat Captain Crunch if you're trying to be true.
Well, yeah. If you're on a boat, you have to eat.
Yeah, to your nautical nature. All
this is law, apparently.
Yeah.
According to Barry and Greg,
right?
In the United States,
is that when you eat it,
it's like having Jimmy Buffett music on your boat. You have to have Captain Crunch for breakfast. It's just part of the lifestyle.
And it has the same consistency when you throw it back up later on.
Okay, thanks for that, Barry.
Yeah, it's what we commonly refer to as sludge.
Uh-huh.
Cereal sludge.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so we've got these sail drones that Greg is freaking out about because he believes it's the beginning of Skynet taking over.
Right.
But there will only be 2 uncrewed
Well, 2
surface
now.
vehicle-
That's how it starts.
Until what? They start reproducing on their own?
Well, no, they're going to.
Of course, if they're artificially intelligent, they could build their own.
Heck yeah. Come on, Patrick. You've
Okay,
seen the
so-
movie.
So, Sail Drone is asking boaters that encounter either of the sail drones to proceed with caution and remain more than 5. See, here's where they messed up.
Yeah.
And remain more than 500 meters away from the research equipment. First of all, most people in the United States don't understand the metric system. So they should have said something like, I don't know, 5 football fields. They probably, especially up in that area of the country, they probably have a better idea.
Or,
yeah.
Okay.
But,
But they didn't do that.
Yeah, no, they didn't. But it is 500 meters away from the research equipment. This will ensure that the drones can collect data without human interference and prevent any collisions. So, my question is, how long do you think these will be out on the water before some Yahoo kidnaps one?
They're pretty big. I saw the picture. You're not going to be able to pick one of these up very easily.
They don't have to pick it up. They just need to capture it.
And just tow it, just hook it and tow it
Well,
out of
it's autonomous. It can't fight back, or can it?
It looks pretty land. It looks like a giant, paddle board. It really doesn't look very practical for anybody to bother with.
It's a perfect paddle board.
My thing would be more that, hey, you say you're anchored in your favorite spot, and all of a sudden one of these stupid things pops up on your radar and starts heading your way. What do you got to pick up and leave? Get out of the way?
Greg, have you ever tried to anchor out on Lake Superior?
Well, either way, I'm just
saying.
saying.
Do you know how deep Lake Superior
is? Say you're
is?
fishing, and
I'm just
you got your.
throwing this out there.
Well, no, you're fishing at your favorite spot on Lake Superior, and one of these things comes up. What are you supposed to do? Get out of the way? Like, come on now. What are you gonna do now? Who are you gonna call up on the radio? Like, hey, this is Pukey reaching out to Chunkster. Chunkster, come in, Chunkster. I mean, I'm saying that's the name of their boat.
Do you like how he does the little part of that?
Yeah,
he's all about all about production.
It's like get out of the way, man. What are you doing?
These things are bright orange, so if you happen to see one out there, if you are somebody who boats out on Lake Superior, stay away. If you happen to see one of these and you're not on Lake Superior, definitely start heading in the other direction. Because something weird is going on.
And Barry's tip, if you're going to try to steal one of these, make sure you know how to swim first.
Want to finish up with this one. Okay. We're the skyrocketing costs of real estate and houses and stuff like that. Greg, I've got an opportunity for you. This one is actually, I think, might be very doable for you.
Really?
They're for the Overboard Entertainment, a compound, if you will, a fortress of Gregitude is how we would refer to it. Okay. There is an island called Plata, Pladda.
All right.
It is for sale. And because it's in the UK, it's actually off in Scotland. It is basically the cost of a flat or an apartment in the city. The U.S. cost is probably somewhere around $400,000. This is not too awful bad. This is off the coast of Arran. It includes a 5-bedroom house, a helipad, and a lighthouse.
Really? Yeah, in Arran, they have good whiskey there, I hear.
This is a 28-acre island. So this is not a tiny island. It's a fair size.
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely something you can maintain. Greg, think about it. No homeowners association. Nobody telling you what you can or can't do.
No, wait a minute. It has a lighthouse, so you got to keep the light going all the time.
Lighthouse is automated. Lighthouse is automated. Has been for a long, long time.
All right.
And it's got some. I mean, what a view off of this thing. So
does it come with a supply of Captain Crunch?
You bring that with you, Barry. Come on.
Oh,
don't be silly.
Yeah.
All right. So $400,000 is all it costs for the entire island. What's the catch?
Approximately.
What's the catch?
Well, it's in Scotland. I mean, so the commute for you would be a killer.
So you're gonna talk like this? No, that's
no, they don't talk like that.
How do they talk? Go ahead, Patrick. Give us your best shot. Get in my belly. Is that the guy? That's the Scottish guy.
You got to wear a kilt.
Ah, that's disturbing.
Think Mel Gibson.
Okay.
But pre-crazy Mel Gibson.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, all right. But you'd have to relocate to Scotland. But if you got 400 G's, you got a whole island yourself. And I mean, does it have a house on it already, or no? That you can just move right in, or you got to build that
Barry,
stuff?
Do you remember the part of the story where I said it has a 5-bedroom house?
5-bedroom,
or a
okay.
3-bedroom house.
All right. Well, there you go.
And
I was going to say,
been a church or a chapel on there. At one
you
time,
could live
too.
in the lighthouse. That'd be more fun. You know?
I don't think you're allowed to live in the light. Maybe, but the
Why?
lighthouse
Why
has
wouldn't
been
you?
automated. The lighthouse has been automated from Edinburgh since 1990.
Don't tell me I can't stay in the lighthouse. I own this friggin' island.
Winter would be just downright.
It would be on the Nipley side. Is that what you're
It
saying?
is 31 miles from Glasgow and can be reached via boat from Ardrosian on the mainland. And it doesn't look like it's too awful far from the mainland.
It sounds similar to like Alcatraz. Are you sure this isn't a prison location that they use?
Yeah, Greg,
and
I'm
they're
sure.
selling
I'm sure it's not a prison.
Find out.
I mean, it's off on its own little island in the middle of,
I would say a seaplane would be a must.
Well, it's got a helipad.
Yeah, but helicopters, I think, are harder to fly than a seaplane, aren't they, Greg?
I don't know. I've never flown either.
Well, here's the thing. I
airplane.
really don't see a dock per se.
Yeah.
On this, so a seaplane, I guess you could run it right up on the beach. Hovercraft would be awesome.
Okay. All right. Well, if you got the money laying around and you like Scotch whiskey and a cool breeze blowing through your nether regions when you're wearing your kilt, this may be the purchase for you. So we know where Patrick will be relocating to next week, and we'll report back accordingly on the big show. Till then, though, remember, whether it's sail or motor,
life is better as a motor.
Safe boating, everyone.
Barnacle-bitten swab. World of Boating is brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
World of Boating is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Computer standing by.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past shows worldwide over the internet at worldofboating.com.
Computers can do that?
So tell a friend and come aboard every week for the World of Boating.
This is so great. I can't wait. I'm getting goosebumps. Feel me. Feel me.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
The opinions you just heard on the World of Boating are those of the hosts, callers, and guests. They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
What are you being such a weenie for?
While on the water, your safety and the safety of many others depends on you. So boat smart and operate your vessel only after receiving the proper training and instruction for your area.
There is a fine line between genius and madness.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at worldofboating.com.